Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well. So this is the conclusion video, or I guess the results video for my 30-day perfume challenge. So what I had done, I have a lot of perfume samples, so I picked out 30 of them, and I wanted to wear one a day for 30 days. And the point with this was to see really what I thought about these perfume samples and decide if I wanted to keep them or toss them. So when I travel, I like to bring perfume samples with me, and I tend to always bring the same ones just because, like, the ones I know I like. So that I just wanted to try them all out. That way, when I travel, I can know which ones I like, and then I can know, like, all the perfume samples that I like. So it'll just help me have more variety and use more of these, like, eventually. And then it also helped me declutter the ones that I just didn't like. So overall, from the 30, I'm getting rid of 11 of them and then keeping the remaining 19. So I will go over all the perfumes. I'll start off with the ones I'm getting rid of, and I will list everything down below. I'll list them in the order that I talk about them, like the ones I'm getting rid of, I'll list those, and then the ones I'm keeping. So if you're interested in any of these, I will list them down below, and I'm sure along the way I'm going to butcher some of these names, so I will have everything down below if you don't catch or if I mispronounce something. So that's just my disclaimer going forward, that I'm sure I'm going to mispronounce a lot of these, but I will try. So getting started with the ones I'm getting rid of. And the scents I tend to like are more like lighter fragrances. I don't like something so overpowering. I like floral fragrances, but for a lot of them I'm getting rid of. If it was like too floral, I don't like it. It's like a fine line between like floral enough and I like it, maybe a more sweet floral scent, but if it's like too overpowering, or the lot of ones I'm getting rid of, I feel like they're a more mature scents, at least in my opinion. So yeah, so I'll just get into everything. So the ones I'm getting rid of, so I do have, let's see if I can pick out the very two overpowering floral ones. Okay, so the Gucci, I have two Gucci Flora scents. Yes, Flora scents. One is an Eau de Perfume, and then the other one is Eau de Toilette, or EDT. So the Parfum was definitely way too overpowering for me, a very floral scent. This is definitely one I think is a more mature scent, so that was a no. And then the EDT is actually in Gorgeous Gardenia. I liked it better than the Parfum version, and the Gardenia added something different to it, but still wasn't my favorite. I mean, if I had to wear one of them, I definitely would choose this one, but I didn't really like either of them. Another one I thought was too floral. This is the Narciso Rodriguez for her. And I've had samples of these before, or I think of this one before, and I've just never really loved it. I just think it's too, I don't know, something too much for me. So that one I'm getting rid of. Another one that was in the too floral category is the Anna Sue, now I'm going to say this wrong, La Nuit de Bohème. I don't know. And as I said, I'll list all the names down below. But this one, just too much, too floral. And then another one was the Fabulous by Issac Mizrahi. And this one I actually had used previously, so I have made some, used quite a bit of this, but I don't know. I don't know why I liked it before, because now it's just like, ugh, too much. So that was 5 I thought were just too floral for me. 2 other ones that were too strong are from Cartier. I have 2 different ones from them. So one is Eau de Perfume in Baiser, Vole. And this was just very overpowering, very mature scent in my opinion. So getting rid of that one. Then there's Cartier Declaration, and this is an Eau de Toilette. This one, I mean, always the EDTs are going to be less overpowering, like a Parfum, but I wasn't a big fan of this one either. Then there's the Jimmy Choo Flash. This one was hard for me to decide on. Like when I first sprayed it, like, you know, you don't, like, you spray it right away and you might hate it, but you really have to let like the alcohol burn off and the notes dry down and you might like it. But this one, I didn't like it when I initially sprayed it. But by the time it dried down, it was good, but it didn't last at all. So like it was, by the time it dried down, it was like a little better. So it wasn't necessarily good, but it like didn't last and I kept having to reapply it and I was like, I don't know if it's my skin chemistry or what, but this one, like, I don't know, it's so weird. And it is a Parfum, so I'd expect that it would be like last longer and be stronger, but this one, I don't know, that was just disappointment for me. I have Tom Ford Black Orchid. Now this one definitely lasts. I know a lot of people like it, but just for me, it was just too much and not something that I really enjoyed. So getting rid of that one. I have this one. This one was funny. This one is Uomo, which I looked up. I guess in Latin it means like man. So that should have been a big hint for me, but I didn't know that that's what it meant. It says it's a Parfum, and I just assumed it was a feminine scent. It's actually a male scent. And I sprayed this on and immediately was like, oh my gosh, this is disgusting. I thought it was so overpowering, like a men's, it's not a cologne, it's a perfume for men, so it's a overpowering men's, like more than a cologne scent. Oh my gosh, this was a disaster, because then I was like looking up online. I don't even know how I got this, because they don't even sell it at Sephora, and I can't even pronounce the brand. I will have this one listed down below. Probably no one would be interested in this, but this is a men's cologne, so, or men's fragrance, so yeah, that was kind of a fail on my part. So we'll be getting rid of that. And the last one I'm getting rid of, this is the Lancôme La Vie est Belle. La Vie est Belle. But this one, I don't know. I don't really have, like, I feel like it reminds me of, I don't know, something else. But, yeah, wasn't a big fan of that one either. So, those are the ones I'm getting rid of. And now I'll move into the ones I'm keeping. The more fun part. So, let's see. So, I'll start with my Elizabeth and James. So this challenge backfired a little bit. It did make me buy some perfume. So I have the Elizabeth and James Nirvana in the black and the white. And I really, really like the black. And I really liked mixing it with the white as well. So the only backfire of this is that now I want some of these perfumes. Gosh. So I did get from Sephora, they have the little like rollerball set with the black and the white. So I ended up getting these because I really like the black and I really like mixing them together. So I'm kind of contemplating getting a full size of the black, but I wanted to test it out a little more. But I did really like these. And I'm going to be going to New York. So I think these would be perfect to take with me when I go to New York. So those I really loved. Some of my other favorites from here, well, I always love Burberry Brit sheer. I've had a full size of this before, so this was kind of a easy one because I know I already like this, but this is just a great, you know, like, everyday sort of scent. My only complaint with this one, and I probably wouldn't repurchase it, just it doesn't have that great of lasting power, but I do really like this scent. And if you could like have it in your purse, maybe this would be better for like a roller ball so you could reapply it more easily throughout the day. But I do really like this scent of this. Let's see, which other ones did I really like? Especially Escada. This is, so I don't think I used to like rose scented like fragrances, but now I've slowly been liking them more and more. This is just a great kind of everyday like rose scented fragrance. This one I had gotten in like a Sephora, one of those like perfume sampler sets where you try out the different samples and can redeem for a full size. I've done that twice now, so that's why I've gotten a lot of these samples. But I think that's a great way because you can really test out and wear the fragrances before you buy it. So this one was like my second place one in my first perfume sampler that I had. That was like maybe a year and a half ago. But I still really like this one, and I kind of want to get it. The top of the bottle is 2 E's, and my name is Erin Elizabeth. So I kind of want to get it for the packaging, but I also really like the fragrance. But yeah, did really like that one. And then a surprising one that I liked is Chloe, and this is a more strongly rose scented scent than the Especially Escada. I always thought I didn't like Chloe. I actually have a little, it's like a deluxe sample of the Chloe, and I always just kind of kept it for like decoration purposes because I thought it was really cute, but I never thought I actually liked the perfume. But trying out the sample of this, I actually kind of like it. I think the scent has kind of grown on me, especially since I do like the Especially Escada, but these were both like rose scented scents, and the Chloe is definitely a stronger rose scented than the Especially Escada. Okay, another one I really like is Marc Jacobs Daisy. Now this one I did finish up, but I have a few more samples of Marc Jacobs Daisy. I always like this one, and when I make like Sephora orders, I know I really like this, so if I can get perfume samples, I know a lot of people don't like getting perfume samples, but if I can get ones of scents that I know I like getting those ones because I know that I like to take them with me when I travel. I don't necessarily like getting perfume samples of ones I know I won't like, or you spray it on like some of these other ones I'm getting rid of. I prefer not to get those, but if I know I like a scent, or if I have the scent in a full size, I do like getting little samples of it so I can take them with me. This one I know I really like. It's a great, like, everyday, like, it's floral scent, but I don't think it's too overpowering. So I really like that one. So I guess technically I'm not keeping this empty bottle, but I still have more of Daisy. So that one's kind of not in a category, but it's definitely would be considered a keep if I had more of it left. Another one that I really like, this is also from Escada. I think Escada, a lot of their scents are very sweet. If they're floral, they're like a sweet floral. This one is Born in Paradise, and this one is very sweet. I think this would be perfect to use in the summertime or even in the spring, but I really like this one. Another really great one for summer that I really liked was Viva La Juicy by Juicy Couture. I used to like this, like I really like this, and I was contemplating buying it for a while. Now I still really like it. I think I would like it more like in the summer. I think it's perfect for like summertime because it is super sweet. At this point, I don't think I would need to buy it in full size just because I have gone through a lot of samples of this, but I still like this. So that's one that I think would be great in summer. I have a lot of, I guess, summery fragrances. Some more that I think would be great in summer are these clean scents, and somehow I ended up with 3 different samples. So I have, oh, I'm going to drop it. Okay, I have the Rain scent. That's my favorite of the 3. I have Rain, First Blush, and Skin. So Rain is kind of like a watery type of scent. I really do like this one. First blush is a little more floral, and then the Skin one smells a little more like soap. But these are all just fresh fragrances, definitely things that wouldn't be too overpowering. So I do really like using these. So keeping all three of those. And a similar one that I have this is from Fresh, and it's their Sugar Lemon. It doesn't have any writing on the packaging, but I used to be obsessed with this scent, and I wanted to get the Rollerball. I ended up, well, I was between this one and the Hesperides Grapefruit Rollerball. I ended up getting the grapefruit flavor. It's like, they're so food scented. I ended up getting the grapefruit rollerball versus the sugar lemon. I kind of wish I got the sugar lemon. It's just the sugary, I mean, the name's perfect to describe it. It's just a sugary lemon scent. I think I would have liked this one a little more than the grapefruit because I don't really use the grapefruit. I really need to start using that one. But I really do like this. Probably wouldn't have to buy like a rollerball or a full size of it just because I never use my grapefruit one. But yeah, I do like this. Oh gosh, I'm like dropping everything. Okay. Then another one that's a very kind of light scent. This is the Toca Liliana, and I've had another sample of Toca before. I think I got it one of those Sephora perfume sampler sets, and I really hated it. So whenever I get anything Toca, I think automatically I'm going to hate this scent. But this one is a very light Toca scent, very light floral, and I really did like it. So probably wouldn't buy this one in the full size. It didn't last the longest, but it was a really great scent while it did last. So that would be one that I'd have to like reapply throughout the day. But it was a nice scent. So I'll be keeping that one. Let's see. This one was the Bulgari Omnia Crystalline. And this one I only have a little bit left. This one I like. I'm not crazy about it. I did decide to keep it because I have maybe like 1 or 2 uses left. So I thought it would be easy enough for me to use up. Because I didn't hate it, so I didn't really want to get rid of it. But I just kind of, if this was more full, I might have got rid of it. But the amount of it I had left definitely influenced my decision just to keep it and finish it up. Let's see. I have this one, which was a surprising one that I kept. This is a Nest fragrance, and it's Amazon Lily. And this one I had to reapply. Like I put it on in the morning. I was kind of unsure if I'd keep it or not, and then I applied it at night again just so I could like see how I felt about it by trying it on again. Decided to keep this. It is a little bit of a stronger floral, but versus the other ones that I got rid of, I don't know, something about this I liked. So I'm keeping this one. We'll see if I actually use it. Oh, this one by Giorgio Armani. This is the Acqua di Gioia. This one is really interesting. The notes in it are like brown sugar and like mint. It's a very interesting fragrance. It also has some sort of watery notes. You kind of feel like it's a coastal fragrance, like you're at the ocean or something. But I really like this one. It's very interesting mix and kind of different. It's definitely not a floral fragrance, so it's definitely different than other things that I have. And actually, I was really happy to find out. I was looking through. I have a few other perfume samples that I didn't include in this challenge, but I have another like full one of this one. So definitely that was a keep. I have 2 product candies. So I have the original product candy and then product candy Flora. Gosh. But I really like both of these. Very sweet. The original product candy is a very sweet scent. I really did like it. This was also, I should have included this with like when I had my favorites at the beginning, but I really did like this one. The Floral one, a little bit more of a floral scent. Definitely between the two, I did like the Prada Candy more, but I did like both of these. And then my last fragrance, this is by Fossil. This is their 1954 fragrance, which I think they came out with last year. And I got 2 samples of this. I really love it. It's a great kind of, it's hard to describe. It's kind of like a perfect everyday scent. It's not too overpowering. It's not like super specific in like being super fruity or super floral. It's just more of a kind of fresh fragrance. So I really like this, and this is something I do like really traveling with because I know it can be used just kind of for a daily type of basis. So that is everything. I know this is a long video of me talking about perfumes, but as I said, I will list everything down below. So definitely, if any of these sounded interesting, I will have the information down below. So that is everything, guys. Bye.